Oh,
If structural integrity is low, exploring is not advised. Detecting an extended debris field. It's kind of funny. I actually wasn't sure how much they would, if the game would ever actually let you go on solid land besides your escape pod. It looks like you can. Well, this is land per se. You know what I mean?
yeah, frame rate like this.
Yeah, you got that one. So, guys, how do we unlock the gun recipe?
Okay, so I got all of those. Power cell.
Okay. Another musical change.
There are, in fact, islands.
Whoa. Okay.
Battery.
The further down we go, I guess that's the faster the oxygen we use up. Okay. That could be a very nasty surprise the first time you try to dive deep down, kind of going off what had been working, and then you get hit with that. Nice dodge. Yeah. I'm waiting for when we can find the recipes to basically turn this game to Dead Space. get our line gun, get our armor. I guess you might have hit it by... no. But you got it now. Only take one hit.
That one took two, actually. One of them did, anyway.
Huh. But you did say the structural integrity was low.
Right.
I'm kind of disappointed with how... Well, I guess you wouldn't have expected a ton of stuff to survive a, explosion of this magnitude. Still finding some useful stuff. That's handy. More water. I mean, this must have been some kind of intergalactic Culligan man to be carrying all this water. Stasis rifle is out there somewhere. We got more of these little jumpy things. Kind of weird choice of nuke for this area.
As you can see, it's still, it took two hits.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think too much about. Somebody mentioned it in a Left 4 Dead video. It is cool when you're playing a character in an FPS and you look down and actually see feet. Like you're not just a camera or a turret. We do get better things in the future, okay.
But yeah, that's pretty... And as far as I can tell, it's just the same thing. So.
Right. Doesn't... Guess we're
and I'm full up on inventory.
Yeah.
So.
We save the rest of the stuff for later.
Right. Yeah, I think I'll open it up and see if there is anything. But...
That's true. See if you need to switch. It probably wouldn't hurt to use that med kit since you're at 30, and I think that refills, 50 or something. But you have two of them anyway. Yeah, there we go.
I think they're reproducing.
How unfortunate it was the ship crash landed on the one ocean with metal eating whatever these things are. They're starting to say crabs, that's not right. Bugs, not really.
Oh, I wonder what that is. Let's find
Power
out.
cell, right? You already found one.
I don't know if that is or not.
I'm sure what power cells are for your base stuff, I'm guessing.
Possibly. Or some of the other things, too.
Yeah. It seems like batteries recharge your personal gear, and then power cells are for the... if you have food, you can eat that.
Oh yeah, I do have one.
Yep.
Okay, and with that, I think I'm out.
Right. One last, Parthian shot there.
Oops.
Whoa. Oh.
And oof.
Oh. Oh, I winced watching that. You survived, though.
Yep.
And that's what
And
counts.
more water. Okay, I'll drink some more water.
How's it go? Anything you walk away from is a success.
Right. Full ship expedition needs a repair tool and cutting tool, but for an evening's one shot, it's better to get here and take a look than waste too much time prepping.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm amazed. That was a long fall, too. It's otherwise been a fairly realistic game, but man. Guessing that the rumbling is something really deep in that chasm where
I'm actually thinking it's just the instability of the
the ship itself, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking around. I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there was a monster. Clearly, we didn't see it. It didn't see us, apparently.
Right.
So.
Oh.
Oh.
I bet that's it. Maybe.
That looks huge. I would not recommend getting close and scanning it. Maybe it's friendly.
But yeah, y'all, was that the monster you were talking about?
I think the giant sea dragon. That's probably a yes.
Well, you never know. I was saying they said I would know if when I see it, and and I don't know.
Wait, were you holding out for the kraken? Release the kraken. Yeah, well, oh, sorry. I was gonna.
Ven is crying, so I bet that's it.
I was actually going to recommend grabbing some fish food. But
propulsion cannon fragment.
Huh. Gotta put the coffee down.
Yeah, sure. Maybe it's friendly, and maybe you're tasty. Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, you don't have any inventory space to bring some fish along. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Definitely different, to take a second from the survival.
Zane suggests I go and hug it. Chimera thinks it may have just been a stalker.
Sure. Yeah, it was just a glitch with our camera, right? It was actually just making a stalker look a lot bigger than normal.
There it is. Did kind of only see a silhouette, but visible at that distance. Then doesn't think so.
Really? Okay. It looked like a really big, like a worm, I guess.
Well, there goes my power again.
Yeah, but it looked like a really big eel with like a split tail, if that's something like that.
There we go. But I don't think I need it for now, so... Here.
Which also reminds me of Master of Orion, with the space eel being one of
Should have been spending time to make that pod not float away. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Zane. It's like, the pod doesn't seem to be, like, that far out. But then again, it is a little bit further out.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, do you actually have to find something to anchor it with?
And that's saying it's like, if there is, I don't know what to do with it, so...
My thought would just
but I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Yeah, my thought would be just to salvage a chain and the heaviest piece of debris you can find and improvise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same area.
Yeah. Yeah. If it is further, it's not by much, I don't think.
Right.
I do remember that arch being pretty close to where the pod was. So yeah. Oh, so it didn't drift any at this time because the luggage is still right below.
Right. This thing is like, yeah, we have a proof positive that it is in fact not gone anywhere.
Clearly, what we have to do is move some of the luggage, like right below the hatch, leave it on overnight, and see how much it drifts. Kamari doesn't think so. So not a giant eel. That's not what we were thinking of. I guess it could have been a really big stalker.
Yeah, it could have been. Let's see. Let's turn the salvage into titanium.
Yep.
Okay.
That was interesting.
Can I do anything with a coffee vending machine?
I would presume make coffee.
I think I will throw it with the luggage.
You hook it up to the solar power plant, maybe?
Talking about the pod, not the thing you saw.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, doesn't think it drifts, yeah. Yeah. But sometimes Zane is full of mischief.
Right.
So.
Okay, so how do I get the repair tool? Magnesium and crashfish powder.
You have not yet seen magnesium. It does float away.
Okay, deposits. Do I have one more salt deposit hidden here?
Well, I didn't think you did.
No.
Nope.
But I do have the one crashfish powder. So yeah, I'll go and search for salt, and then I'll go ahead and make the repair tool.
Yeah, you just need to find a Dota or League of Legends stream. Look at all the salt you can handle.
Let's get rid of that dead battery.
You are littering like crazy. It's great.
There's only one spot. It's fine. See, salt seems to have been...
I think Chimera was warning about it. It has a similar silhouette, but is even bigger. Okay. That would have been kind of neat, actually. Like if there's a whole family of giant critters like that. Reminds me of some fan art I saw in a D&D thread of a ship a ship with a big speech bubble for the Kraken's retreat.
And keep your eyes open for salt.
Right, but the Kraken's retreating, and of course it's pulled out enough to see that underwater there's like some giant shark that's like twice as big as a ship that's actually eating the Kraken. Let's see. The salt was usually on top of those little...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something here.
Titanium. Name.
I can at least start making a habitat with that.
True. A habitat for humanity. And for the huge manatees.
Oh, there's another stalker. Is that salt there?
Yes, that is. There we go.
Alright. Let's go and get it done.
Right. You're starting to say get her done, weren't you?
But what the heck is that moments are among my most and least favorite parts of the game. Most and least for the fear factor.
Right. Yeah, I remember Ven was talking to us about this game, and it's like what is it? What was it, like a phobia of drowning? Was that it, or deep seas? There's some.
I think just deep water on its own.
That you told us about. Like that's.
Hi.
That is definitely impressive. Wanting to play a game like this, despite that. Dude is trying to, I guess he's trying to activate a mode too.
Yeah, he is. Where'd he go? There he is.
It's okay. You've activated slow mo. What if you should try to fight this thing? It seems like he wants to let you leave.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like a hit might be enough to run him off, or... Okay, yep, looks like you just had to wound him a bit. So you got a hit on you, but...
Right. But that's just the nature of the beast.
Thalassophobia, yeah, that was it. The fan of horror enhances the experience as it is a safe environment. Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
There we go. Okay.
Back we go.
All right. So first things first, we cook food.
Yes. And the sun is setting. We've done a lot of good work today. Yeah, that's to say, when you're actually low on food, it seems like the cooked stuff fills more. It's probably worth it to do if you're going to be eating immediately to just cook it. Then if you're going to be, trying to hold it, then you cure it.
Okay. So now I make the magnesium.
Ah, that's interesting.
Stalker was hunting peepers.
Ah.
And then I needed what else? Oh, I could get a flashlight. Crashfish powder, that's it.
Yeah, which we do actually have.
Yes.
Chimera was thinking that the head of the big eel thingy was the wrong shape of the... That's what he was asking the silhouette earlier.
Oh.
Right. That makes sense. A wrong shape. But yeah, I really like...
Repair tool!
That is
Yay!
That's the one thing I really like about hard estimate size, yeah. The one thing that I agree with Ben completely on is pretty cool is the first time you're playing a game like this with the unexplored stuff, and that's the thing, you just want to explore, to go out and find new things. Like one good example of that one, I don't know if it's a good example, but like the first time I played Oblivion, I didn't really notice how the flaws with the game as much, because I spent probably like a good...
This is an automated bounce back from the Aurora mining vessel. Your distress signal has been received. An emergency relief team will be dispatched to your location. Estimated arrival time, 9 hours.
So 10,000 hours... That's like...
So can I get those power cells somehow?
Huh. That's like about...
Hold on.
Terra crew. Is it actually playing something? I don't hear anything.
It was that message there.
Okay.
So it says coordinates attached.
There's some... The Altera is a different ship than the Aurora, I'm guessing. Huh. Interesting. Because you already have a radiation suit, so...
But they would need one.
Right.
Man, these are a bunch of chatty Cathys, aren't they?
Distress signal.
So there's life pod 6. There's life pod 4.
Yeah, I was doing some back of the napkin math there. From 10,000 hours, it basically comes out to about 6 years, I think. I don't know if of audio yet. Ben thinks they did. Yeah, I didn't think I heard any audio. Power cells are non-removable. Poor Ben. But yeah, I was starting to say earlier was that your first time playing a game in the Soul series were like that for me. It's just really cool to explore.
I knew we wouldn't go one stream, not one stream, without you talking about Dark Souls.
Yep. I can't defend myself because of a message. Listen, there's no audio on this one, so I'm going to keep talking. But yeah, your first time through. But once you've played it once, you don't really have that sense of mystery and exploration anymore. And Oblivion just got the same way. I probably spent like 100 hours on that one, just doing quests, especially with the Thieves Guild and exploring different cities. And then it just kind of hit me all of a sudden in one of the generic Iliad ruins, I think was the name for them. And it's like, you know what? This is all copy and paste cookie cutter content.
So I need to find a diamond cutter to get that, or a diamond to get that laser cutter.
Diamond cutter, feel the bang. Sorry. Old school wrestling reference.
Hey, Phoenix. Okay. So life pod 4 is a long way out.
I like Chimera's answer there.
6,
Ben says that Ben might want to get the cutting tool first. Then Chimera's like, hey, doesn't the knife count? Hey, Phoenix. Not for the purpose of shearing open metal doors, unfortunately. P-Buck says we should have a sort of betting pool for how many hours in until Dark Souls. You know, I blame the game on that one because I was going to go with the Oblivion reference, but was when I had.
But no, it had to make you talk about Dark Souls.
When I had about 2 minutes to think about it, it's like, you know what? I should talk about Dark Souls.
Might as well. I mean,
yeah, that's what everybody's here for.
we might as well talk about Dark Souls, I guess. There's a
stalker down there.
It's going to swim on past.
Let's keep my eyes open for the sides there. Yeah, and I like this part too because it gives you a goal, it gives you some structure of what to do next, but you're still fairly open.
Right.
You can still do different things. Can you find these pods by accident before you get this message?
Probably.
If you just explore.
I cannot open them.
Kimera asks the question. I'm sure Ben will fairly soon. Any idea where the diamonds are? I would guess at Zales, but
so I can't seem to get in here.
Is the top? Oh, there we go.
Ah.
Well, rip whoever that was.
Let's see.
Aw.
Oh, that's right. I'm just here for the radiation.
Oh, that's yeah. Oh, the PDA.
Is there anything else in here I can get? I don't think so.
Yes, the rover's crew and the ship's long-distance communications relay is intermittent. May the ship's data coils remain intact and be possible to salvage this information. Oh, that might be it right there. It seemed like I highlighted something below you on the ground.
Here?
Yeah.
Integrating new PDA data.
Yeah, they're saying something. There weren't subtitles on that one. Probably just Siri being snide again.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else here.
There's anything else you can do with that
So
one.
I think that's just to landmark it and let me know where it is.
Right.
That said, Ven or Zane, am I correct in that supposition? That's basically all I can do here.
Then I find diamonds in pretty deep areas. Yeah. It's a kind of thing. Kind of mulling that one over too. Event points out it's worth asking yourself what made that hole. No. Definitely looks like it was. It looks like it was man-made of some variety, like something blasted or like cut open.
Of course, I...
Rumble.
Looks like there was something over there.
Yeah.
Hey there, Sivo. Is this game worth spending money on? Honestly, I cannot answer that question yet.
There's some rumbling, yeah. It is very interesting. I would say that it really comes down to how much you like the exploration.
Oh, what's that?
Oh.
I'm guessing that's like a volcano or something.
Oh, this is like heat warning, yeah.
Huh.
This fish are digging it though. They just swam right into the plume. Yeah, I think it would really come down to how much you like this kind of exploration, sandbox. I guess swimming pool instead of sandbox in this case.
Yeah, it does look like something got out instead of coming in.
Yeah. It means that. Yeah. I personally probably wouldn't, but it is cool. I think if I had a computer that ran it better, because some of the choppiness here, it's definitely neat for the spectacle. It seems very creative.
Right.
I've never been much of a water, guy. Too hot. It's unfinished at present, Ven points out. Depends on what you like. Does succumb to a lot of survival game genre cliches, but has evolved quite a bit. It does have a storyline and win condition, which are nice, yeah. That's another good thing, too, because...
Well, no, the problem is that if something had, torn something out, it still would have punched in first. And this is kind of simple... what's the term for it? forensics. So if something else, if something was supposed to have gotten in, then they did it wrong.
Well, it could have been from the side we couldn't see. It was tipped over.
There was
on the
only
side
one
and-
hole. Like I went all the way around, and
That's true. Yeah, we would have seen damage on the side in the sand if it had been there.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
I did not see, so I do not believe there is any.
Blessed are they who have not seen and still believe.
Alrighty,
Could have bent metal backwards as.
It's possible, but again, there's that problem of, something. Basically, it's kind of like imagine if you had tried to pull something out. Like there would have been that initial hole where you punched in, and unless whatever you grabbed was larger than what you were, then it still would have the part of it bent in.
I could see if something was kind of like a scorpion, for example, if it basically made one big, indentation, like right in the middle, ripped an entire plane out.
Yeah, I wish I knew why these things just hunger for my flesh.
Right, and then toss the entire thing away, because then the evidence would be gone, and you would have, one torn out, hole like that. That's kind of a weird example.
You know what? Away!
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And hopefully with that, I am safe. Sheesh.
Yeah, stalkers are.
That's true. Yeah, if we can assume then that if there was, if the middle fit fairly snugly, and whatever it was larger than the creature itself.
Yep.
There's a lot of ifs, but I'm willing to go with you on that.
Yeah, that's why I was picking the example of something like a scorpion that would have been like one big puncture and then went from there.
Okay.
Predators are just
They're just jerks. Yeah, still not a whole lot I can do with all of this.
There's a way to.
I'm thinking I might go ahead and what?
If there's a way to upgrade our storage, that would be great. We could also maybe toss the radiation suits below the.
No, I'm going to bring it to the other thingy.
Okay.
They mentioned that they needed a radiation suit.
I think they needed 4 of them, didn't they? There were like 4 survivors, and they each need a suit.
Well, I'll bring them one,
Yeah.
and if they need more, we'll work on
They
it.
could take. Yeah, we'll give them 2 and then make them take turns.
Right.
Actually, 1 would be enough. One person.
No,
yeah, you need at least
Yeah.
2.
Well,
yeah.
I need one to survive.
Well, yeah.
So
I was starting to say we only need 1 and explain myself, and the explanation was, yeah, you take 2 people, and when they get there, one of them takes a suit back. It's like,
I think
wait.
that would be a good idea.
Oh, what's that?
Floating locker.
Inventory full. Oh, that's going to be a big one then, yeah.
Well, it's a 4x4 grid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Drop something big.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop the Sea Glide.
Okay.
Continue my reign of littering.
This is just a temporary littering.
And then
Needs position in the water, yeah.
1. Do I have to set it up on top?
Huh.
There we... No, that drops it. Okay. Got the locker.
Yes. Hopefully labeled as such, in case you forgot.
Do I...
You can't no-clip it.
How do I use... How do I lock her? Yeah, it's not actually letting me use it.
Huh.
Um,
Find quick slot assign then. Do you...
so it doesn't float when I drop it.
Yeah.
You can rename lockers. Well, oh, it... Oh, it did kind of float.
Huh. I guess it eventually... Okay, yeah, it eventually kind of starts floating up. Huh.
So... Okay, so here I open it.
Yeah. I guess you put stuff into it, okay.
Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and put all of my titanium in there.
So weird.
And all of my glass as well.
I didn't know glass was a silicon 04.
Okay.
I'm just imagining eventually there's just one long line of floating lockers around your craft, each one of them carrying all the stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't look at first like it was actually going to float then, but then eventually it did.
Right.
We are too impatient for buoyancy.
Well, when it said float, I thought it would actually float like on the surface.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it's just as long as it's within about 5 meters on the solar panel. It's close enough.
The solar panel doesn't matter for that.
Right.
Okay. Let's go ahead, cook those. Then let's try to get to that other thing.
What's kind of neat about... Oh.
Hopefully, eventually you have a habitat and some respectable lockers therein. Yeah, that's actually what I'm planning on doing now, just using that as a storage place for all the titanium.
Yeah.
And then build from there.
Right.
But first, let's get some food.
Yeah, the sunlight thing reminds me that, and I think I mentioned this in one of the other streams we did recently, but I looked up some information about using lasers underwater. Basically, beam weapons be feasible, and the long and short of it was that water diffuses light too much, for lasers, and of course they mentioned the best ones were green lasers. Led to some wiseacre talking about how the Imperials would win underwater bombardment. But yeah, that's what we think of. It's like you can't have a solar panel, very deep at all, and still collect sunlight. Life pods. Those are the ones we just checked last time, I think. Yeah, I think we might have missed some.
I just wanted to see which ones might apply to the... Okay, so 17 is the one that's currently under threat.
Okay.
And Life Pod 6...
6 was the one you got to, or was it 4?
Right. Yeah, 6 is the one I got to.
Okay.
So 4 is...
That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. So I'll try for 4 now.
They say we, but I wonder how many people were actually in there, because there's not much
room.
room.
I need to actually put the titanium in there.
There's not much room in these things.
Right. Let's see. I think there's room for 4 more.
Okay. So now you're off to...
Part of me is actually tempted to just build my habitat here, but...
Where are you thinking about putting it?
I don't know yet. Preferably around some useful places.
Yeah.
I actually could have put more than there. That's okay. Oh, I can put that in there because I'm not going to need it.
Right.
I'll probably go ahead and junk it, but... Okay, Life Pod 4 is there.
You're leaving...
And I think that's the...
If you left lockers with food in them, and it reminds you of people saying never to leave
Good gosh.
unattended food at parks and stuff like that, because bears will get into it.
Right.
Imagine like fish, the stalkers getting into your supplies.
Oh, did not say... Oh, 7 has a radiation suit. So let's go ahead and go to 7 first then.
Okay. Didn't see 14 or whatever it was on the map.
I can only have 2 things on at a time.
Ah, okay. You just pull your Sea Glide for a second and run away from it.
Yeah.
So on the safe side. They won't follow you for very far, so
Right.
you just need to kind of get a lead on them and convince them it's not worth the hassle.
Right. Okay, that should do.
Given the fact that one swipe with a knife is enough to get them off your back too, I think it's just
I think I already went through this area.
Right. They're just really cruising for easy meals.
Right.
Which makes sense. It's like, yeah, one thing that you learn in the nature documentaries and stuff is that animals are, because it's so hard to live a the
Wow,
food,
that's really dark.
the food equivalent of a paycheck to paycheck life, that they just conserve energy whenever possible. Yep. I think we'd agree it is whatever light is above is not doing too well now. Oh, it's actually, there we go.
It's just stuttering.
It's a pretty long stutter, so that's why I was worried it was crashing.
Something's glowing.
Whoa. That sound effect is code for there's something big and potentially dangerous out there.
Right.
Huh. Oh, look at that. There's like tails. That's like giant jellyfish or something, I think.
Yeah.
Huh. Looks like they're willing to stay pretty deep, though. Huh. One thing too that
Go up to them.
yeah. And yeah, Zane concurred about that one. The animals, we'll go to it for anything. Pet them. If we get close enough to a scan, that would be neat. But I don't trust our ability to not be by doing that. Another one that's been blasted open. It's the exact same way too. Hello.
Isn't there supposed to be a radiation suit in here?
I would have thought maybe it's been taken.
Of oxygen remaining.
Oh.
Also, did you notice that the storage bin was open? So somebody did a little dine and dash here.
Right. So yeah, I guess there was no storage thing in there after all.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
Considering that's on the way to the ship, is that what you guys were talking about?
Oh, those are passive.
Those are passive, okay. I trust Chimera a lot more than Zane.
Right.
At least when it comes to people, whether they lead us astray for the lulz or not, so... PDA, yo, Zane says. Yo, PDA. The perfect of the game is some very good environmental storytelling, yeah. If the subtle cues and clues you have to fill in for yourself, much like Dark Souls.
Okay, Life Pod 4.
Okay. I know we're not going to meet any survivors at this rate. That's just how this is rolling. But yeah, what I was starting to say when we saw those the big jellyfish things, was that one thing that aquatic stories can do is that since animals get so much bigger underwater with the terrain to support them, the buoyancy and everything, you have the things where
I can't actually get in here.
Because if you think about it, it's like you're trying to think of land animals that are obvious
And
threats.
I can't go through. Ah,
That are obvious threats to humanity and stuff like that. You've got bears like Condemned and the Scary Bear. You've got elephants and tigers and stuff like that. You got the usual suspects, but on the ocean, stuff just gets so big.
right.
It can threaten you in a way that is kind of unique to that environment. And space, of course, but that's kind of a thing. You're not typically going to have human beings fighting stuff in space. I guess Dead Space kind of did that.
Yeah, nothing here either.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll head down and try to...
At least you found one radiation suit. I'm pretty sure at this rate we're not going to find survivors to give these to.
Like, I'm not really looking for survivors now. I'm just trying to find their PDA.
Oh yeah. Oh, good point. Good point.
Huh.
Propulsion cannon. You scan that, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'd say it takes offense to that. Then said, in all seriousness, go up to the huge cruising things and check them out.
Hold on.
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen
What was your
remaining.
what's going on there?
I'm trying to grab my scanner, and it didn't actually switch to it.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just go back up and then back down.
Right.
Hopefully I can find it again.
You pretty much just went straight up, so.
Around here, I think.
It's one of those little crates. Yeah, it might just be that one.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
Caution.
Ah, awesome.
Hydration detected.
That sounds promising. It is just sad how we have a dehydration warning when you're deep underwater, but yep, that is what it is. 50 meters down, too. Pretty cool.
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
The fact that you can pull the sea glide and get to the surface quickly if you need to.
You missed the PDA
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was hoping that, I could find something here, but it looks like there isn't very much there either.
The reefbacks and they are harmless is confirmed. If we see those on the way back, we'll go ahead and check them out. I make promises for Ben.
Oh, let me go ahead and drink one of my...
Infected water.
All of those disinfected water.
Yeah. What's your warning us about there? Oh, about water again.
Oh, it was saying that the hydration levels have stabilized.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were, deeper down there.
So frustrating we can't run it with the high graphics. You'll be able to see those things from further away. Imagine on max settings with a fair bit of draw distance, it'd be really cool to see the glowing stuff off in the distance.
Well, they appear at a fair distance away.
They did still.
Oh, there
they are. Yeah, yeah. Plus, there's no audio cues too whenever you get in their neighborhood.
Right.
I'm glad you guys are confirming that they are friendly because being that big and with the dangerous the sea dragon grown then.
And they are really big.
Yeah. Are you thinking about sea gliding down too? Oh no, you're close enough now. Yeah. You can see where the reefback thing came from. Here we go. Reefback. That's an awfully specific scan range. Ah. That's pretty cool. It's like you're shoving the camera in the guy's face. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I feel a little uncomfortable. Just excuse me. Yeah, Zane's been trying to convince us to go up against everything.
Right.
Which is fine as far as that goes. So can I just
You land on it? Guess so. Yeah.
Hope it doesn't mind.
It reminds me of the I think Zaratani is what they were called. They were like the land turtles.
There we are.
Land turtles. Yeah, they were giant turtles in D&D that actually had islands, on their back.
Oh, they actually have coral you can harvest.
Oh, that's neat.
Unfortunately, it's now starting to clip on me.
Right.
So.
They try to shake you off his back.
It's okay. I know it's a passive monster.
Yeah, things were all chill when you showed up with a scanner.
Reefback. What are your thoughts on it? Life. Yeah, 7 is what I'm going for. Those do look really neat, though.
Yeah.
Even if they're kind of clipped on each other now.
Yeah, they were kind of intruding on the moment here. maybe we should leave.
No, this is our documentary. The male reefback. Oh gosh, and now we've got the
jolted husband.
Great, this is our underwater Jerry Springer moment. How do you feel about one reefback cheating on another? Yeah, Ben agrees. Should we be seeing this? Remember, this is a family-friendly stream, so we are fading to black. Is that another reefback or no? If so, it's upside down, which is weird.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I almost imagine just slapping me with that.
Right.
At this point, I think I would deserve it. Yeah, the Zaratan. That is exactly right, Chimera.
Yep, that was it.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and sea glide.
That is a ways down.
Yup.
Yeah, be careful, looking around and grabbing stuff. Oh, with the sea glide, you got plenty of time. Yeah.
Oh, I see salt. Okay, so where is the PDA? Is it inside the ship?
The PDA was about, a couple hundred meters back that way.
Hardy, hard. There it is.
This was easy to find. Compass. That's cool. With that, you can find the boss.
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I think that's everything I can get here.
Once again, the storage bin's been opened. Yep. Yeah, it looks like they all were opened the exact same way, and I don't recall the storage unit in the first one, but definitely those last couple were all open too.
Oh gosh, this is going to be close.
Sea glide.
Oh.
Because you're like still 30 meters down.
Oh, the power source was out.
Oh.
Well, that's that. I should have noticed that the power source was out.
Mm-hmm. You died and lost stuff.
Oh, what stuff did I lose?
You still have your radiation suit. I am honestly a little surprised that death is so painless. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. I was expecting game over. I think that's where Ben was going with that, but. Huh. Rip.
Was it this?
Yeah, ready to coordinates.
Ah, so that's what happened.
Hmm.
There is a permadeath mode, naturally enough.
I am not surprised. Yeah, earlier Zane mentioned something about the difficulty settings, but I didn't see an option to actually change that. So it looked like we started off in a casual mode.
So, did I lose the compass? Was that a thing that I needed?
Compass by one of your key items or quick slots or something, I'm thinking.
That's the thing, there is no key item thing.
Yeah, we might have lost that. If so, it might still be back there. I don't think they'll strip anything essential from us. We probably just lost, lost their resources and stuff. I think the salt we had is gone.
Oh yeah. Eh.
I realize that it is casual mode and they don't have permadeath. It still feels weird for the game to actually say you died and then just pop you back up. When you start a new game, you can pick survival mode, some other kind of mode that is normal but disables hunger and thirst. Your creative
advanced
mode,
wiring kit.
Take a permadeath mode. Compass isn't critical, so we probably did lose it too. What would that do? Just lead us to another objective?
So I need gold ×2 and computer chip. So more silver.
More silver, yep. Silver, more gold.
So yeah, I think that's 1 silver and 1 gold, because I should already have some in
you had at least 1 gold, yeah. Doesn't look like you lose stuff in storage.
It just literally does what a compass does. Fair enough. That said, I'm starting to get a little run down from Subnautica.
It took your breath away.
Yeah, games like this, I mean, I like playing them, but they kind of, take it out of me after a while.
Sure, I understand that.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there for the night. So there was a lot of swimming. I think we fulfilled that part of the promise.
Never did find any swans. I think this may break the streak and be the first game we have done for Christmas with no birds.
I think so.
Bloodborne had the bird enemies, and yeah. So P-Bug, the
no
streak
birds.
is broken.
Yay. I refused. I refused to have more birds. Glad that you enjoyed it, Ben. And yes, as per usual, we will be back tomorrow with another surprise game.
Indeed.
We like keeping you all on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to remember if there's any hints I can drop for the next one, but I don't think there is.
One of them coming up I know Zane's going to like. But
right. There are birds.
But we didn't see them.
That's the thing. We didn't see them. It doesn't count. But yeah, we will go ahead and do it then. And hopefully we'll see all of you tomorrow. So take care until then.
Good night, folks.